5 for 5. That's that week 1, 5 5.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos.
Let it go.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
No alterations because we ain't got no fullback. Yeah, back off tackle.
On first down, Braxton. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Extra point attempt to follow here.
You return all my kicks and kicks. Huh? Yeah.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Thank you.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Average,
they will
normal
not get
black
a chance
guy.
to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Sea6, sit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
At the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Go. Tight down. There you go. Check 37.
From the gun, Perry. Johnson's got it complete. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Perry. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You're trapped.
Throwing again. Perry. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 3rd down, Perry. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
22. Jack, Slam. That's it. 53.
From the gun, Perry. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hernandez. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Crunch. Hey. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second and 3. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Just like that. Just like that. He's coming. We got Jack.
Operating from the gun. Perry forced out to his left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Perry steps away to his left. He finds his man Johnson. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Swift. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 14, Chargers 7.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They don't give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Switch gears.
Now they try the right side here. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a give right side. McFarland, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A huge play there for Denver, 68 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
On 1st and 10, Perry looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their mobile quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Switch. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hey, Zoo. Here I come again. Check safety. Alert 3.
2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On first down, Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
60 Pittsburgh. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Fight.
And quick throw here, that's complete. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Let's go, baby. Check 52.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
53. Mike, 53.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jim. Watch twist. Watch the
Throwing on first down. Perry. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again. Perry being chased out left. He'll run it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
Too little, tap. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On the ball.
Now a handoff looking right. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert three. Watch the shift, Hey, watch the shift. Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
218, jump.
First down, Chargers.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 2nd down, Swift. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Check, 55 to mine.
Hey, foxtrot. Hey, Echo.
Right there in the middle, 55 to go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get him one closer. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
53, checks 53. I'm trying to collect. Slow, 53, Mike. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Perry. It got his man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And we're right back. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Well, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, Alpha!
Tight end right. Hey, we got 3 down. Check, boys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's go, Brandon, let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Come on, set, 8, read. Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, Haywood.
25 the mic. 25 the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, Perry. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Perry. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To throw on 2nd down. Perry. And the pressure gets to him again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking end zone for Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing something.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
50, plant.
55 to Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Lawrence.
Oh.
Man open, Rice. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
61, matchbox lights.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 8 yards out, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Complete to number 13. Touchdown, LA. The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 20-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
Yeah,
and
it
carry
was.
with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever
Players
you call,
dummied
run,
out too many
pass, it's all gonna
times,
work.
though.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
Shit, your tight
I'm
end was
Brandon
killing
Gaudin.
my
Certainly
man
have to
over
thank
there.
Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yo. I forgot all about it. Heard it wasn't a big crowd. Good game, Mike. Yeah. Yeah. I got a little stretch right here. Vikings, then Jags. Yep. The Chargers, then the Chiefs.